Good evening, Internet. How are you this evening? I'm doing good. We are recording early because I gotta go sing at the church, and then I gotta pick up my oldest from Flag Flippers Anonymous or something. And then Color Guard. Is that what it? Flag Flippers Anonymous?
Yeah.
Color Guard, also known as Flag Flippers Anonymous. I'm assuming they wear masks to stay anonymous. I don't know. Or they wear masks as COVID. Either way, I have to record early. I'm going to record now. And then I'm going to go sing and then pick her up from the flag flipping. But I'm gonna read to you first. Tonight's grim fairy tale is called The Singing Bone. I presume it's about a bone that sings because inanimate objects are all the time talking in grim fairy tales. Let's find out, shall we? In a certain country, there was once a great lamentation over a wild boar that ravaged the farmers' fields, killed the cattle, and ripped up people's bodies with his tusks. The king promised a large reward to anyone who would free the land from this plague, but the beast was so big and strong that no one dared to go near the forest in which it lived. At last, the king gave notice that whoever should capture or kill the wild boar should have his only daughter as wife. Now there lived in the country 2 brothers, sons of a poor man who had declared themselves willing to undertake the hazardous enterprise. The elder, who was crafty and shrewd out of pride, the younger, who was innocent and simple from a kind heart. The king said, "In order to be sure of finding the beast, you must go into the forest from opposite sides." So the elder went in on the west side, and the younger on the east. When the younger had gone a short way, a little man stepped up to him. He held in his hand a black spear and said, "I give you this spear because your heart is pure and good. With this, you can boldly attack the wild boar, and it will do you no harm." He thanked the little man, shouldered the spear, and went on fearlessly. Before long, he saw the beast, which rushed at him, but he held the spear toward it, and in its blind fury it ran so swiftly against it that its heart was cut in 2. Then he took the monster on his back and went homeward with it to the king. As he came out at the other side of the wood, there stood at the entrance a house where people were making merry with wine and dancing. His elder brother had gone in here, and, thinking that after all the boar would not run away, he was going to drink until he felt brave. But when he saw his young brother coming out of the wood, laden with his booty, his envious evil heart gave him no peace. He called out to him, "Come in here, dear brother, rest and refresh yourself with a cup of wine." The youth, who suspected no evil, went in and told him about the good little man who had given him the spear with which he had slain the boar. The elder brother kept him there until the evening, and then they went away together. And when, in the darkness, they came to a bridge over a brook, the elder brother let the other go first. When he was halfway across, he gave him such a blow from behind that he fell down dead. He buried him beneath the bridge, took the boar, and carried it to the king, pretending that he had killed it, whereupon he obtained the king's daughter in marriage. And when his younger brother did not come back, he said, "The boar must have killed him," and everyone believed it. But as nothing remains hidden from God, this black deed was to come to light. Years afterward, a shepherd was driving his herd across the bridge and saw lying in the sand beneath a snow white little bone. He thought that it would make a good mouthpiece, so he clambered down, picked it up, and cut out of it a mouthpiece for his horn. But when he blew through it for the first time, to his great astonishment, the bone began, of its own accord, to sing. "Ah, friend, you blow upon my bone. Long have I lain beside the water. My brother slew me for the boar, and took for his wife the king's young daughter." "What a wonderful horn," said the shepherd. "It sings by itself. I must take it to my lord the king." And when he came with it to the king, the horn again began to sing its little song. The king understood it all, and ordered the ground below the bridge to be dug up. Then the whole skeleton of the murdered man came to light. The wicked brother could not deny the deed, and was sewn up in a sack and drowned. But the bones of the murdered man were laid to rest in a beautiful tomb in the churchyard. That's the end. There's no morality in grim fairy tales, and I kind of dig it because you just never know what's gonna happen. Like, I I read a grim fairy tale, and I'm like, one of the main characters is gonna die, because that always happens. Sometimes all the main characters die. Grim fairy tales are, well, they're grim, I guess, because puns are my business. I will see everybody right back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Until then, good night, Internet.